So we'll see if anybody can find it back on. See if it comes up at all. Okay, we'll see if anybody finds this. Apologies for everything. I don't know, the internet died. And I don't have a buffer in between, so it's not possible to rejoin the previous stream because that is closed. That is done. That live stream is considered over. So where we had left off, it wasn't able to focus on this. I guess all the weirdness that was going on was something internal. Maybe my whole network needed to reboot or something. But, maybe the site's under attack. For all I know, who knows? But we've got one of the, it's not bars, but it's like the old school flat kind of the freeze-dried entree instead of the cube that we have these days. So this is more like it was in the old days. This is like the 70s and 80s and whatnot. So this was the tail end of that style. We see it's even got the cardboard with the little loop that you pull everything through to keep it sealed. So okay, so we got the dehydrated beef stew, and then we've got granola bar, our oatmeal cookie chocolate covered. Everything's running fine now. That's nice. So I hope folks make it back. No worries if they don't. You can always rewatch later. And we got our candy and stuff. I'm gonna assume these are probably Tootsie Roll or something. All right, let's get it trayed up. But first, let's get the entree cooking, and then I'll try and get back to some of that metadata. So, part of me says keep the packaging in good shape on this. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to not tear. Ooh, that sounded good. Just pulled a ton of air in. So as long as I don't mangle the package inside, we should be able to use it to cook. Go for kind of a splayed open approach to take this out. A little greasy feeling, which that happens. It's a lot greasy looking. It's yellow color. I'm just gonna it tastes like soup stock. Beef stock, yeah. Probably the beef stock. But it doesn't taste rancid. So we're going to go ahead with this. We got our 2 pieces of cardboard to protect the packaging. Hey, Robert, welcome. Good to have you. You got here for the good part. Sorry if there's any confusion about what's live and what's not. We just had an internet outage, which doesn't really happen here. Weird. All right, so let's open this up and take a look. It's definitely greasy throughout. So there's been some, I don't know, but there was definitely a perfectly good seal. And honestly, like, tastes good. So I'm not going to overthink it too much. I'm going to go ahead and add water to this. And my pocket's making noise at me. Probably somebody telling me that I'm offline. Yeah. Stream died really weird. Like it was ended. Yeah, anytime I lose connection here when I'm doing one of these streams, it's just over. It's not like when because I schedule these things and they get a code and all that stuff. And it's a one-time use code. So once it's over, that code's no good and you can't pick up the existing stream because they're events. I don't know if that's the way I should keep doing this or not, but that is the way it's happening so far. So that's definitely going to need a lot more water. Probably close to most of this, but I'm just going to go in chunks because I'm the opposite of some folks. I think less is better, especially with stew. I don't like it being soupy at all. So I want to make sure that this stays very stew-like. There's some good color in here. I don't know if you guys are picking that up. Just want to make sure I get all the crumbly bits in the corners. There's liquid settling on one side, but not the other. We'll mix that around real good. And I think we'll add a little more. Still got to absorb all this. All right, that looks like it's going to be pretty good. So then we take all this and we bunch it up and we give it a twist. And then what you're supposed to do pop this ring out, put that ring around your twist, and that should mostly keep it together and cooking. All right, so we got no leaks in the bag. That's a plus. We got a good looking sack of food. So we'll let that cook. And we'll move on to the rest of it. The camera's doing fine now. It's in perfect real time. I don't know what went wrong, but something went wrong. It's all right. Stuff happens. I guess I'll put that in the main compartment. So we've got our accessory packet. I'm going to do the same thing here and carefully open that from the back. Because all these packages, they'll display just fine. You couldn't see anything that's in them through them. So if I am careful, I can still set this all up as a nice displayable 1998. So thanks again to Tracy Phillips for this one. All right, so we got a smattering of stuff in here. Just dump all this stuff out. See what we got. So this is not a 24-hour ration. This is a single meal. The coffee does not smell good, but we've got 2 things of toilet paper. Interestingly enough, we've got sugar, salt, non-dairy creamer, and coffee. So the coffee, I don't know, may not get lucky with this one. It's a taster's choice from the 90s. We may get mold. We got mold. Yeah. Yeah, so we got some moldy coffee that I will not be consuming. So that's That's a bit of a shame, but we're gonna soldier on. I'm gonna test this creamer, and then I'll just put together a coffee with some coffee from Yossi. 100% fine taster's choice on another one. Yeah, that one's moldy, so I mean, like, definitely no good. It's milk powder. Milk powder's fine. So we're still gonna have the non-dairy creamer from this. Just gonna dump that in there, and then I'm gonna add some of this Israeli powdered coffee from Yossi. Just a nice spoonful of that. Too late. I just saw your message. Use the creamer with the granola bar for some cereal. That would have been a neat idea. All right, so adding the Domino sugar. Adding the iodized salt. Just kidding. The gum is white on the edges, so like there's been a little heat stress on this one. I'm hoping that the cookie's gonna be all right. I'm gonna add some steaming water for that. Rest of that. It's a little low in the cup, so there's gonna be some strong coffee. That is all right. All right, that is extremely good. Like the creamer had a very, very tasty, or I mean, like came across as very tasty when I tried it. Oh, I should have. Shoot, I was gonna cut from the back. I still can't. I just have a little tear in that corner up front. That's all right. So just doing the same thing, cutting to remove it from the back so that I can still set it out, display like that. All right, so we'll pull that out of there. Ooh, sticking. That seems to be all right. Now I'm just thinking I probably should have restarted, when I restarted the stream, I had the opportunity to change the category on Twitch over to food. That probably would have been better for where we're at. Stream info. Let's see if I can update that. I won't mess with it. I could mess something up. All right, so we got candy. Candy 2. Love this packaging. This is part of why I thought maybe I shouldn't destroy all this just for the review. If I can keep the packaging intact, I should. Because it's all opaque stuff. It should be nice and easy to present. Ooh! Ooh! We got milk caramels. Oh, that is a treat. Oh, that is a treat. Unexpected. Those are going to be good. I bet you they're going to be fine. The spray dry coffee stuff, sometimes that's just going to go bad. I don't think it's too crazy about the temperature. I think sometimes some of the runs of it were just bad. All right, so we're cutting open the back of this granola bar. Then put some peanut butter on the the chocolate covered cookie. Don't have any peanut butter. That sounds like it would be good. So you're pulling out the granola bar. Granola bar is looking all right. Put that down in our snack pile. And last but not least, we got some cocoa beverage powder. So we got 2 hot drinks with this. I don't have any more hot water, but let me see how hot I can get it in the tap. One second. All right, that's going to be plenty hot. It got to steaming, so I'll consider that good. Winter beef dinner. Yeah. All right, I'm just going to open up this cocoa. Same thing. I mean, there's nothing super special about this cocoa packet, but, you know, along with everything else, I don't know why I just cut it the way I did. There's no bar in there. What's wrong with me? This is the most awkward pour. Cut backwards, basically. And we'll just leave it like that. Just a floating mountain of cocoa. It's going to be fine. Joking. Do our best to mix that up. Having put the water in first. No bad smell coming out of it or anything. So overall, no links anymore. I guess I think you might have missed that stream. We don't need links anymore. You don't need to make those in the spreadsheets. I completely rebuilt the system, and now what I do is I download the images and pump the images in first, because I found out with my setup it only takes a few seconds, you know, to do 100 of them. So I rewrote everything. So now it works off of file name, finds the image locally, and does all the compressing. So you guys will get to see after food. I'll run everything we've done through it, and it's so insanely fast now to do these image update things. But yeah, we don't have to do any of that crap with generating the hidden URL or generating the public URL. That's not needed anymore. We don't plug those URLs in anywhere. Just images. Yeah, just those pixel whatever needs to be in the file. Well, hey, good seeing you. Glad you came by. Have a great rest of your week. All right, we got the stew is cooked. So we're going to dump that out. And that's a lot of stew. That is a lot of stew. Let's see what the calorie count is on that. I bet you we're pushing 500-600. Unknown. This does not have nutrition facts on it. So, I bet we're looking at 600. Oh, it's better thick. Look at all the color on that. I love old Mountain House. This is only 24 years old, but man, oh man, it's still perfect. It's still great. There is nothing wrong with this. There's no moist towelette in these, by the way. There are 2 sets of toilet paper, though, so that's probably why. All right, we're gonna try this chocolate-covered oatmeal cookie. This one's great. You can see it's a little dark around the edges. Very, very light in the middle. Oh my God. Save that for later. I'm going to try this granola bar. Perfect. Very heavy hit of cinnamon. I'm going to try this cocoa. Still good. Still very good. I'm going to try this coffee. Oh yeah, this is the Israeli coffee. I know that's good. It is good. We got these milk caramels. Yeah, I definitely got to dip some stuff while the drinks are hot. Hey Gail, now you're here for the good part. Glad to have you. Really glad to have you. And thanks everybody for showing back up after the stream broke. Glad to see James and Spicy back in here. All right, we're going to try one of these caramels. Oh. They are not removable candies anymore. They are a paste. But it's a really good paste. Wait. No. There's some rancidity in there. A little tiny bit. Oh, yep, there it comes. So it ain't perfect. There's definitely something going bad in there. Oh yeah, there it is. So that's the first item in this the second item in this that's not in perfect shape. Yeah, so I just had the thought, the second chunk of toilet paper I could use as a paper towel. Nobody's gonna do that. It tears apart like crazy. It's terrible paper towel. All right, so before I go too far, I'm gonna dunk. We're gonna dunk the granola bar into the cocoa, and then we're gonna try it in the coffee. So this takes a little while to absorb anything at all because it's so dense. I just hit like a compressed raisin. Using an air fryer on a gas station burrito, are you gonna make it kind of crispy? That sounds interesting. Or are you just part of Team Air Fry Everything? gonna try the cookie in there. Absorption is not something these super dense cookie products are great at. So, yeah, it doesn't really make it too far. Doesn't make it too far inside the actual bread side of things. Yeah, I mean, like if you're using it for TP, at least you can take a bunch of sheets at once and hope, but I was good with the coffee. All right, I want to eat a lot of this Maine before it starts getting cold. Oh man. So I mean, the package was covered in grease, but the seal was perfect. And I think that's just slow leaching of the beef stock, which didn't hurt anything at all. This is perfect. There's nothing wrong with this entree. It rehydrated great. It's got a really, really nice flavor to it. Salty, definitely salty. Not going to be using the packet of salt that it came with. Let's see, does this have an ingredients list at least? So we've got cooked beef, potatoes, peas, carrots, corn oil, salt, corn oil, salt, modified cornstarch, partially hydrolyzed beef stock, dehydrated onions, onion powder, spices, caramel color, garlic powder, and celery seed powder. So beef, potatoes, peas, carrots, and stock is the core of what this is. And the potatoes, are kind of like the starch glue of all this. Now, during the apocalypse, when you just couldn't buy toilet paper, I almost got to the point where I needed my ration toilet paper, but I survived by just like 2 rolls by the time I got re-upped. Though now I have, I think, close to 200 rolls in the basement. Not getting caught without it again. Which is just a good apocalypse thing to have if you got storage space for it. Never gonna say, oh man, I have way too much of this toilet paper. You know, 10 years after the fall of man, there'll be some fancy folk still living in their lit up cities, lording it over us, that'd be willing to buy, Charmin for quite a bit, I'm sure. I mean, this is great. Hey, we got Kaylin. Welcome. Mailing a prize. Did you do a giveaway? Oh my God, spicy. Use the spoon first. That's awful. Oh, yeah. That's awful. Yeah, I never really seem to have trouble eating one of these. They're too tasty to stop and come back to later. think I somehow put exactly the right amount of water in there, or the way I like it, so the beef is good and chewy. Yeah, everything consistency is perfect. Look how colorful it is. Now the carrots have like this hint of orange to them. Yeah, that was definitely carrot, not potato. Otherwise, they seem just like the potatoes. Yeah, the veggies taste very fresh too. Like that's the nice thing about freeze drying. You know, there's still some give to that carrot or these peas. Had to re-add the yellow stripe. Well, it's gonna be gone the next time I start posting. I mean, editing it. I think because we're gonna inadvertently be pasting over it. But no worries if that helps make it clear. Oh, cool. You're digging through the B units. Well, thank you. Might be able to run this whole thing tonight. We're getting there on this. You know, I've had Mountain House from the 70s, and it tastes pretty much like this, but the more recent stuff, I feel like they went a little more mainstream, a little fancier. And some of this hearty food is where it's still just where they shine. You know, one thing, these don't have a desiccant pouch in them, whereas all the new ones do. I don't know how much that would have helped. Really didn't seem like there was any oxygen issue inside the bag. But I really liked, so when I had that 1979 meal with Pete and Aletha and Jay, those peas were perfect. Hey, we got Gordon. Welcome. Never tried MREs. Never tried MREs. Don't you have a ridiculous collection? So this today was a Food Packet Long Range Patrol Menu 2 from 1998. This sucker is 24 years old, and other than the coffee being moldy and these milk caramels being a little rancid, everything is held up. Like this oatmeal cookie covered in chocolate. This thing's perfect. And this is This will always be one of my favorite things that ever made it into a ration. You know, I've sought these things out. At one point, I had a little pile of maybe 10 of them, Probably the most I ever had. Bought a bag of like 35 of the round versions of these, but they were no good. It was a gamble. God, I love those cookies. Let's see. So, the cookie oatmeal cookie comet, chocolate covered. This one we've got sugar, oat flakes, partially hydrogenated vegetable shortening, oat flakes, again, enriched bleached flour, riboflavin, cocoa. Sorry, I usually skip the big bracketed things of like what's in baked flour. We know what flour is. Okay, cocoa, dextrose, water, eggs, cornstarch, cocoa processed with alkali, salt, leavening agents, soy lecithin, artificial flavor, sorbic acid, thiamine, and pyridoxine, and vanilla. Okay. These things are great. 210 calories for that little bar. And this granola bar, see, we do not get the pleasure of knowing what is inside it or what its calorie intake is. So before the turn of the century, it's quite common to get components that do not have nutrition facts. These days, no, every single thing does. No xanthan gum? Nope, not even in any of the sections that I skipped over. No xanthan gum. We can all sleep easy tonight. This granola bar just has such a good cinnamon flavor to it. Wash that down with some cocoa. You got stuck in 2 pallets in the pallet jack. It doesn't sound fun. You okay? Going on a hunt through the warehouse for lost and found products. Doing some reconnoitering. The cocoa's got like the slightest hint, like that old kind of chemically cocoa taste. Got the slightest hint of that, but it's definitely chocolate and no rancidity. It doesn't leave that like burning feeling, which you definitely get once it starts to turn. Well, it was a lot darker at the bottom. There's a little that didn't mix up. All right, just down to the coffee. Well, I don't want to try one more of these, but I know, rancidity is rancidity. Not good for you. Shouldn't eat rancid food if you can avoid it. It's not good for your kidneys, not good for your liver. But your liver can process some stuff. Honestly, a little bit of rancid fat is probably not as damaging as like a shot of vodka, so I don't want to overthink it. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, there it is. So those aren't. Oh, yeah, it's coming in strong now. Yeah, those are rancid. That's ooh. Yeah. At least I have some coffee to finish to take that taste away, I hope. Yeah, that's a shame. But I mean, overall, for 24 years old, we had a nice run of good luck in this. This entree was awesome. It heaped over this entire compartment. You know, it was like getting a big, heavy sandwich or something. Kalen says had an old cocoa go to crap on you. Um, I had, I feel like the first 10 old Coke, I almost said Coca-Colas, old Cocos, like 20-plus-year-old Cocos that I tried were all bad. And in my head, it was just like, oh, yeah, cocoa goes bad. But now I've had it from the 60s and everywhere in between, and it doesn't seem like it goes bad as often as it stays okay. So I just had a bad run of luck up front. You reconcile inventory and count boxes. Well, I hope you have some fun with it, and I hope you got good coworkers. Good coworkers can make something, make any job feel a lot better. In this weird apocalypse, I mainly work from home. And now I'm just a consultant, so I only work, a limited amount of hours, and it's all spread out throughout the week. So I don't really overlap with anybody else in the company that much anymore. Oh man, that yeah, that meal was fantastic. Once again, thank you to Tracy for this. Sent it along with some meals that were getting forwarded on to Amelie. Unexpected, super treat. That was just awesome. Cocoa beverage powder from a 98 RCW. That sounds good. White pack. Yeah, you used to have to go into the freezer all the time, right? Or do you still? Is it still like a refrigerated warehouse? Always nice when you can. Trade up in a job. And I missed when you said operator rider pallet jack. When the skid is bad, I get stuck. Someone just has to weigh down the pallet. Oh, got it. Okay, so it's like up in the air a little bit. Oh man. Cocoa was from a brown bag. Huh. Yeah, you've had an old B unit one that was fine. Yeah, sometimes the cocoa just goes bad. Little pinpricks or just heat. Heat definitely will turn cocoa, whereas it may not turn other components, in a freeze-dried ration or, like an old RCW. But heat will turn the cocoa. Look at this flying along. All right, so the peanut butter is the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last 9 of these. Did these get flipped? So the peanut butter's last. No, these are in regular order. So I hope you're comparing. These didn't get flipped upside down. Let me just take a quick gander. And so this should be the upper B unit. I mean, I won't flip it now. You're in the middle of working with it, so I don't want to mess you up, but okay. So you just went bottom to the top. Got it. That kind of messes with that a little, but that's all right. Told you, I'm not gonna stop and care about the yellow stripe. That was why I took it out. I don't feel like caring about the formatting around it every time I paste something in. Right, the last B2 unit was 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, all the way back up from there. So I guess, let's see. B3A unit. What the heck? What the heck? It's the peanut butter pile. But this next picture isn't right. B3A unit is not the one right before this. 6 back. What the heck is happening? Are you moving stuff around in this file? The fact that it's backwards is really disorienting. Why is it? There's 3 each of these things. Why are they broken up into 2s? What the heck order is this in? Maybe I should just leave it alone. You were making plenty of progress. I just don't know what happened there. Like, this is the end. You know, these are the last 9 pictures. This should be right before this. This plain-topped can. You're just copying names. Oh, well, you don't have to do that. I don't know. Sorry, I talked through like why this worked and how much better it was, and exactly what it saves. And what it saves is that you don't ever have to sit and copy names. You can, I mean, like looking at the individual photos. But I guess if you're getting through it that way, you're getting through it that way. That's fine. I'm just approaching it differently. I like to put the file in order, to take out this column, to replace line breaks with tabs, and then to do these in chunks. This would have been the last block, but now it's confusing the heck out of me, is that this right here, this should not be. Okay, no, now it's fine. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. That, I just want 3 associated with that. And then 3 prior to that. And then 3 prior to that. And then 3 prior to that. All right, so let's see, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, yeah, all the way back up. And then the 3 prior to that. and 2 prior to that for the one you're on. There we go. So this should be taking a random sample. This should be the last bottom of a B2 unit. Should be this picture. No, wait. No, that should be this picture. It is okay. Huh, it's a different one. Oh well, seems fine. As long as this why doesn't this show up in there? Why doesn't this show up in here? So I'm searching for the first picture from that last one you did, and it doesn't appear in this file. It appears in this one. So every picture, yeah, it's not in here. Well, the pictures are done. There should be nothing at all to delete. I already deleted everything, so you shouldn't have skipped any pictures in this process. Everything's been deleted that was gonna be. Let me see, peanut butter, B2, B3A, 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 maybe B2, B3A, B3A, B3A. Okay, so because that's 2 of them that are the same, okay, so that means this set doesn't exist. This set needs to move down. Wait, no, that set exists, but this set doesn't exist, and this set needs to move down, and this set, B1 unit, heck, I should have just let you finish. You were doing fine. There's that gold band on a B1 unit, but that's followed by a B3 unit. Gold band is in the middle of 3, so that should be this one that I was missing, and then this one, which is probably right there, yeah, and then that would mean I jumped the gun and should have added these 2 here, which would mean this one. That's not found either. Where the heck are these missing pictures? Sorry, I didn't flip the camera back over. So B2 unit tiny label. We had gold can, B1 unit. It's followed by the B3 unit. B2 came right before that. Then two B2 units of the same type. Let's see, that's that B2. And there's these B2s of the same type that are both. So pack goes. So that would be a set that has a skip, I guess. What is this one? B2 Coco's Crack. Okay, so that's this one. Okay. So that's the second two of the same type. So then that would mean this one should be here. But that is this one. So they're Supper B3, Supper B3, B2 tiny label, B2, B2, B2. I'm just going to leave it. I think we got it. We can see if anything gets weird later, I guess. Which of these colors even is it? Okay, it's that one. Okay, so now you get to see the upgraded import process. So now we can download the spreadsheet, grab a comma separated spreadsheet. We can open that up. And then we can open up the metadata here. And now I don't need to chop it into segments or anything. I just take this entire spreadsheet, dump it over, save, close, and run PHP conversion. And here we go. Bot reply. There's no bots. 690. Why is 690 trying to talk to? There's no bot reply. Oh, dagnabbit. Did I make a separate name convert? Okay. Right? Okay. There we go. So here we go. We're just cruising through these. I will up the size in this. Okay, so we're at 694, 695. $696. So it takes a couple seconds per, because it's grabbing each image and it's cleaning it up and it's stamping it and it's making all the different sizes and rotating and all that other stuff. So we're down to 701, 702. 702 is a long one. Or no, 701 is a long one. 702, 703. Yeah, we're churning through these. We got to get to 747, and then the site will build. And that'll take about a minute, and then we're good. And then we successfully added box 62, 63, 64, 65, and 66 tonight. So we are at 712, 713. So you see how this no longer has to wait for, you know, when Google spots us as a bot and shuts me down for 25 minutes. No longer has to download the images. They're all just sitting there. And the worst part, the changes to the code only took like 25 minutes. And the whole first round of, whoa. $721. 721 is looking for something that doesn't exist. Collection item 721, not line 721. It's the very first one. It says this isn't real. Maybe there's an extra character. Oh, I know what it is. It's the very first one of the new box. I didn't upload the new box because I didn't think we were getting there. So yeah, sorry. Nothing wrong. I just need to grab all the images in here. Oh, it crashed thinking. All right. Download these and upload them. So now you can see that part of the process. So now instead of letting it grab everything the slow way, I just log into the server and take this. So it just made a zip file, downloading. I don't need this set, don't want to get confused. And while I'm waiting on that, let me try the sort of white crusted bubble gum that was in there. It was the only other item that looked less than perfect. So yeah, now I grab those images, highlight, I drag, I drop. Yeah, this gum is weird. There's 107 images. There's 500 megabytes of images here. Almost. Well, almost 400 probably. And done. Transferred. And now I can just hit run again on this. And it'll pick right back up at 721. Yep. Because now those images are there. Sorry for the confusion. What's this? Yeah, this gum is getting like stuck to the cracks, staying there. It's weird. EPA's free shipping, $60. Halal ones. Oh, okay. I get what you're saying. So they do have two of the halal EPAs. Nice. Okay, it now crashed on 724. Seems like it doesn't have, yeah, there's no .jpeg on that. All right, let me grab this whole block and see if there's any more like that, or if that was the only outlier. So I can check for this by doing a regular expression search for 0-9 followed by tab character followed by P. Oh, and I have to turn on regular expressions. Okay, it's just that. It's literally just that one. So I will go back to item 724. Swap out. Wait, did you already do it? Okay, yeah, you already did it. Right? Am I crazy? All right, new metadata file. Swap this out. Run again. Well, I really enjoyed having you here, Gail and Kaylin. You guys are the best. Thanks for stopping by. Hey, Randy. Catching the very end here. Yeah, I love when people are like, you know, I don't know if I'm crazy or if this thing is doing blah blah blah. It's like, well, it is doing that thing, but you're also crazy. So the two are separate. It's okay. So we're on 731. We got to get to 747, and then the site's going to build itself, and then we can check the front end and make sure there's 747 products on there, or not products, collection items on there. And then we're getting there. We're getting there. 66 boxes down, 20 something to go, and or actually 18 to go. 18 to go. And then cases and large items. So like the barrels, the wooden crates, the kitchen from the B-17 Flying Fortress, the heaters, the ovens, all that stuff is going to end up on the site after all the items that are in the boxes. So we are at very last item, item 747, over here. And that one had 9 images. There we go, done, deploying the website. So that's going to take, now that there's almost 1,000 items on there, and it's not incremental build, so I will have to change that. It's building the whole site from scratch again. It's writing out all, like 2,000 something pages of the site. Oh yeah, I will include that desk. Well, actually, I don't know. That desk isn't ration related. It is a nice desk, though. I will include the officer's mess from 1952. That'll definitely be included. The desk, the field desk is really just a field desk. I've had that for a long time, just as something neat. Yeah, you're right. It is a neat desk. I love it. I love how like it all boxes up. You can slide a padlock through it and, ship it. And when you get to your new base, just sitting in your spot is that great big brick, and you open it up and you're right back to work. You got your desk, you got your chair. Although I can't imagine sitting on that little tiny folding chair. Excuse me. Right down the wrong pipe. Sitting on that little folding chair for any length of time, All right, deploying website still. I think it took maybe 2 or 3 minutes last time. Excuse me. It's right there in the base of the throat. Right alongside that caramel rancidity. Such a shame. I love old sugar candies that get that like granulated and really soft texture to them. But, caramel is basically butter and sugar. And that's really it, like reduced. So it's fat and sugar. So the fat went bad. And it's in that like really thin plastic, but it was in this, just no desiccant. I bet you if there was a desiccant pouch in here, they would be 100% fine. I love how heavy the metal is on these too. It's that kind where you put a bend in it, it holds that bend. It's not just going to drift back to its former position. All right, come on, finish deploying this here website. Everything else, though. Coffee was bad. There we go. Website done. Now we can check. Now we can check the collection. Browse. Come on, 747. Let's see how fast it takes to load it. What are you doing? Sideways. Right up top. I'll have to figure you out. Collection item 46-39. But yeah, let's see how fast it takes to load the entire page. As fast as I can scroll through it. It's all there. Oh my God, this is really building up to be quite the pile, isn't it? Not the same one, but the same menu, same era. Actually, might even be very close in production date. So this was 98, 350. Wait. Yeah, it's the same. It's the same batch. 98350D, B9340. Yeah, this is the same exact batch. It's this random one. Why is this by itself in the collection, though? That's interesting. All right, well, you fixed the image. I don't think I can force it to re-download and rotate for right now. We'll have to figure that out. Excuse me. Oh, but there we go. We have another almost 100 things added today. Oregon freeze dry should be getting pretty big in this pile. See, that's what I'm getting at. We got Oregon freeze dry and Oregon Freeze Dry Foods Inc. Now that's what I was trying to avoid, but it just wouldn't show me what I'd entered before. We got a lot of neat items from Oregon Freeze Dry, and then stuff that I know comes from them that isn't labeled. So, oh no, it is. There we go. All right. Well, I should let you guys get back to your day. We had 4.5 hours here today. There was a bit of a hiccup about an hour and a half ago, almost. But overall, I think it was a fun stream. I got really full. That was a huge dinner. I'm sure I just ate like 1,600 calories. So I'm going to need to take a nap. But yeah, we got 18 more boxes and a bunch of crates. And then the collection site is caught up. No, thank you, Amelie. I really appreciate your help again. Always doing awesome work. I really appreciate it. So we'll get all this closed out. And I don't think I have a neutral chatting screen on this one. Yeah. Oh well. We'll chat over this. So, hey, howdy and goodbye, Rock or something. I know you mentioned last time that you usually lurk and listen, and I really appreciate that too. Anybody wants to lurk, they're more than welcome. But good to say hi and goodbye. So I guess I'm gonna call it here. I'm gonna head out for the night, and I will be back again next Monday, the 18th, for Bulletin 79. Probably going to do another one of these, but might try and shake it up. We'll see. Stay tuned. Keep an eye on the channel for the announcement, and we'll go from there. But until I see you next time, everybody, just remember, stay rational. I just had to pop back in to say thank you for the follow over there on Twitch. LXL0U. Lexlu. Anyway, thank you very much for the follow and welcome. We're here every Monday, and the rest of the time I'm doing programming and gaming streams and stuff. So come back, check in anytime. I appreciate the follow. Okay, everybody, actual goodbye this time. Stay rational, all that stuff.